Okay, welcome back to the Sexytime podcast. I will say having these cue cards with the Sexytime makes us look so legit and professional, right?
Super, super, super. They don't know that we printed like literally right before we record, and I'm like
I
sifting
was
through
there
everything.
cutting it. Okay na to.
Okay, today's episode, we wanna expose the naked truth about sending nudes, something you're very familiar with.
Yes, actually, I have sent a lot of nudes in my life. Oh my god, that's such a lie.
Parang no, it's such a lie.
Okay, no, okay. Let's talk about you, Ava. I want you to be honest with me. Have you ever been asked to send nudes? Not to your current partner. To yung
I'm
mga,
so sad that
you
no
know-
one's
you
asked
know-
me. Parang walang may pake.
So you've never sent nudes?
No, I actually have, but it was really early on with my
Was it-
first. Stop it! You always do this and try to.
Bleep this out na lang.
No, I'm not even gonna answer whether it's bleeped out or not. It was with my first relationship. Yes, I was always so afraid because being related to you and mom, you're always like so paranoid about everything. Like who knows? Even if you just pass and it's like your butt cheek being seen there, I don't know. You guys would always get mad. So, I think I was trying to be adventurous, but then also I was also really insecure about my body. So it's like you have to find the best angle of of yourself, right, to take a nice.
Okay, I'll be honest. I never sent a nude photo of myself, but I did try
You're
to
so
send
boring.
sexy pics. Oh, diba?
What's your
Teasers.
sexy pic?
Yung-
What's a sexy
yung-
pic?
My boobs aren't even that big.
You're like
Push it together. Body with your butt seen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this was back in like, I don't know, 2010. So
why?
what was that?
Why wouldn't you ever
15
send a
years ago. Oh my god, I was 20 15 years ago. How old am I now?
You're 37.
7. So-
yeah, 22.
22.
At your prime. So, yeah.
My peak. No, I think there's an art to it.
Why,
You can't
what did
just
you say
be
is the art
like
to
no,
nude
syempre,
photo?
it's a bit of like you're teasing that, you're hot, but then you're also like not available at that moment.
And it has to be a good angle. It's not just like porny photo of yourself, right?
Yeah, because then that leaves nothing to the imagination. But I've been recently seeing on Instagram like partners texting their partners. Kunyari, like these guys are playing golf or whatever. And then you'll text them something dirty, and then they capture the reaction of the guy. Like he's talking with his friends, and then he reads it, and he gets the reaction. So I think that's also quite fun. I think there is an art to it. There's a difference now, though. What's the difference between a nude and a thirst trap?
Oh my god, I don't know. A
Tanda mo
nude-
na. It's
Okay.
time for you to start thinking about Botox.
What is it? What is it?
A thirst trap is
button.
something you post online for the public to see, to
Okay.
like and stuff.
Okay.
A nude pic or parang dirty nude is something you send privately to somebody that you want attention from.
Okay. So do you encourage sending nudes?
I would say there's an art to it. I
Okay.
don't think that you should just send a fully nude photo of yourself because one, obviously it can get passed around, but two, it's not as exciting.
And you just bear it all?
Yeah. Like you can
What are
send a
some
nude
tips?
with no face so that
Or
at the end
half
of the
like
day
this.
if it gets leaked, they can't say it's you,
Yeah.
right? You can be really
Unless
cheeky
you have
about
like
it.
a very
You can also like take your boyfriend or girlfriend's phone and surprise her with it.
I also like, do you have to be with that boyfriend for a certain amount of time so that you trust he will never send it? 'Cause
Syempre,
the one
hindi
we
naman
knew
3 months.
was leaked by a boyfriend, right?
Yes, that's true because they were fighting and stuff. I
That's
think that's
so
also
effed
something
up.
to think about.
Yeah.
The trust you have with someone.
Would you send your husband a nude if he asked you now?
I might.
Ako, I did, but to show my bump. He's like, please don't send me.
He's like, I don't want to see that.
No, I
Then
think
your belly
I
button's
trust
out
him
pa.
enough. I know it's like super outy.
Gross.
Not cute.
I wanna
After my
puke.
appendicitis surgery. What I
TMI.
think is also like, if the phone gets lost, that's just...
You'll just always be thinking about that.
Yeah, like.
But
you'll
I think
never be
that's a
settled.
risk you have to take when you're doing something like that. That's why I would say if you're gonna send a nude, take
Do it
your
on
face
Snapchat.
off. Do it on Snapchat or take your face off and
Yeah.
just kind of be more creative and make it sexy and not something that if it gets passed
People can
around
use
you can
against
be
you.
like, oh my god, you'll be so embarrassed.
Yeah,
Diba?
I think
There's-
that there's a fine line. I think that's right. That's right.
because honestly, people are posting things on Insta now that it's like,
Oh my! You
Like
should see my
nudes.
algorithm now. It's
Yeah.
just like weird as fuck.
yeah, like people with G strings and showing their butt and it's normal.
What if you're in a long distance relationship? I feel like nudes are almost needed.
Yeah. We've had a few guests come on and say that they've done phone sex.
I mean, that's super normal, right?
Ay. Okay.
Are you
Mahilig
coming
pala
home
sa
from
phone
work
sex.
now? Okay, take off your top.
Ava? She's like, 1 minute, I'm on the phone. Alam mo na what she's doing. No, phone sex is different naman from sending nudes. It's like a different medium.
Yeah. Static versus
Dynamic.
dynamic.
No.
One IG reel, TikTok.
This is the scope of work for tonight, okay? Call me.
One of the things I actually remember explicitly, I remember being in class before, and it was literature class in Ateneo, and parang they were talking about the wet T-shirt. Did I ever tell you this?
No.
They didn't know that mom was my mom at that time. Like I'm not like Gloria Diaz my mom. They're like, if you watch this film, Pinakamagandang Hayop sa Balat ng Lupa, and it's starring Gloria Diaz, and she comes out with her nipples out against like a white T-shirt, wet look type of thing. And I was thinking, oh my God. I was like dying, thinking like, I super know mom's body. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's very, very. But I was trying to think like, I can't believe they're talking about mom in the same, and they were saying
that
it like
light.
in that way. Because in my head, I'm like, I know her as a mom
Yeah.
bod.
But that's a really good topic that you brought up because that movie, Pinakamagandang Hayop sa Balat ng Lupa, that was
Why did
in
you say it like that?
1970. 1971, I think. I have to check. Like it was in the theaters for 6 months
Huh?
because she had a
There are
scene
no
where
movies
she's
out.
exactly, and then it was doing so well because she had a scene nga where she was riding a horse and then she was in a white T-shirt and then her nipple was out and people were just so scandalized by it. But it became kind of iconic, like a white T-shirt.
Yeah.
Then when I asked her like, why did you do that? She's like, I went to set and I guess I didn't have a bra and I just rode the horse like I was told on the script and that happened.
So it wasn't planned.
I don't think it was planned, and mom probably was also so naive at that time.
Yeah.
Maybe some people took advantage of that being naive, ba?
I guess it worked to her, because it became like a good memory of her, I guess.
It became like a thing.
So what's your take if your kids see your nude photos?
You know what? Okay, I'll make kwento this story. I was doing a Rogue cover before. This is when I was, a bit older, and it was a sexy shoot. Sexy meaning I was kind of like in a bikini and like, topless with like, holding my boobs and stuff. And
Shot by Mark Nigdao, I
Mark
remember.
Nigdao. Oh
so
my
it was
God.
artsy.
It was artsy. It was super nice. It was a cover for a magazine. And mom was so conservative at that time. I think also because she's always been very protective
Yeah.
of me in the industry. And oh my God, the story is awful. I'm shooting Rogue cover with Mark Nigdao. Solen is my makeup artist. She's doing the body painting on
Prosthetics,
me.
yeah.
Prosthetics. And then Robbie Pinera was my makeup. And you know who it was pala who leaked it? It was freaking Yaya.
Yeah. I know.
Yaya texted her, pumunta ka dito, ma'am. Like, come here right now. There's
Wala.
things going on here. Like, as if I was shooting a freaking porn film, right?
Yeah, it's
So my
so
mom
annoying.
comes in.
The way her face when she said, "Punta ka dito, mom."
Yeah, like she made it so that my mom was already like hyped up.
When she got there,
She gets into DPI XL and she just DPI is all white because it's a studio, and she was like, "Where is Isabel?" And then what happened was it was bad timing because Solen had a camera crew from GMA called Follow That Stars, and then there were also camera crew of Mark Nigdao. So there were like 8 men walking around. My mom enters and I'm like in my panty.
Yeah.
Walking around with like this super sexy top. So then she goes to the photographer or the editor and she's like, "You're making my daughter a whore. You're a whore maker."
She throws popcorn pa at him or something.
Yes, no. So me and Miguel Lugto was still working for Rogue there. We were talking about this Chicago's popcorn. It's a mix of caramel and cheese. And we were enjoying it in the shoot. We were like, sarap nito. Alam mo, you can't get this here. This is really special. You flew it in. And he was like so proud that he flew it in. It's a tub of popcorn like that. Mom was so pissed. She hit the popcorn and me and Miguel were like, "No!" In slow motion, I saw the popcorn fly and cover the entire white studio.
I'm so pissed at mom.
With
Kala mo naman she
cheese
was
and caramel popcorn.
on
We were
top
like
of a horse humping it.
Exactly. So that's one thing. That's a core memory of mine. Number 2, Solen kasi was doing the prosthetics, so there was killing. Parang it was blood. It was a bloody thing. I had blood and stuff like that. But anyway, so she made a whole scandal, super scandalous, and then she left. And when she left, I was like, I had to be professional. I won't forget it. So I've just finished the shoot. We had like 6 layouts. Guys, Google it. Rogue cover is about that. Because we shot that after my mom had screamed at every single person there. And everyone was kind of like shaken up, but okay, we still have to finish it. Like, we didn't pack up. When I finished the shoot, I remember this. I closed the door to my van. I just burst out crying and I was in tears. And I couldn't go to work the
Why?
next day because my blood vessels in my eyes had burst
Oh my God.
from crying. And no, because I just felt like I'm an adult. This is my decision. I understand now as an older person with a child that my mom's intention was to protect me. But sometimes we need to do it ourselves and learn the hard way. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And I think like
The photo was super hot. So
super
I,
nice.
I didn't learn any lesson
Especially
there.
somebody trying to make a name in the industry. It's just like so suffocating. You know, if
Yeah.
I was like 16, okay, fine. But I'm like 21, 22, 23, diba? I was
Yeah.
already living on my own.
Girl, and it
Um,
wasn't even revealing.
It wasn't even revealing. It was just the thought of it was scaring her. Yeah, so now every time I see the same people, I'm like, hey, whore makers. So we just laugh about it now because we're
Oh,
like,
you are a
dude, that
whore.
was a huge experience. Having said that, I will say now times have changed. People are much more open to showing different parts of their body. And I accept that. Like,
Cute. Yeah.
I'm less sensitized to it. Are you?
Well, I also work in Jelly Time, so I feel like that's something I'm exposed to every single day. And it's also a matter of taste, like the way things are done.
Yeah.
You know, the intention behind it
Yeah.
and all of that. I think that matters a lot. So, as a parent, of course, I'd be protective over a child, but as a
I
person
mean, who sends nudes to her
as a
husband,
person who sends dudes.
I'm okay with it.
I have a funny story. So I have a friend who recently, she's around my age, who recently hooked up with a younger guy who's
Okay.
like 20. Okay, she's
Okay.
my age, and then she hooked up with a 20-year-old. So she's feeling very cougary. And then he asks, he's like, "Do you want to get a DP?" And she was like, "A DP, a display pic." It's like, because now his image on WhatsApp doesn't have any photos. She's like, "Sure, why not?"
A
He's
DP.
like, "A DP," and she's like,
Wait,
"Sure."
wait. Let's think. What is a DP? Wait,
What do you think?
Okay.
As a
As a-
boomer.
Hindi ako boomer,
As a
millennial. lang.
millennial, what is a DP?
Ang unang ko naisip is down payment. Sorry.
I think I prefer a DP than my DP. Ako
Do you
rin.
like my DP more than your DP?
Tama,
Okay, next. What is a
So
DP?
what do you think?
Down payment nga.
Girl, it's a dick pic.
Oh,
For her,
a
it was a
dick
display pic. I'm like the generational gap. So funny.
Why? He said, can
He
you
was
say,
like, "Do you want a DP?"
do you want a DP?
And she was like, "I have one, but you don't have a picture in his." So parang she was asking if he wants she wants a
Display
photo of
pic.
himself.
Okay.
She was like, "Sure, why not?" He was like, "Are you sure?" And then after she was like, "Why not?" And then she was like, "Display pic." And then he laughed. He was like, "Hi, no, not that." And she realized after what.
so
the
did he
DP
send it? Can I see?
No, she said no. She didn't want.
Oh.
She's boring.
Boring.
She's bored. No, because I don't know. Maybe it's like the way you're brought up. Some people are really comfortable with it.
I'll be honest, I've had several men send me dick
Huh?
pics.
Who?
A lot.
Husband included?
No. Oh my God, never. He would, no. Back in the day.
Yeah. Girl,
in
you
the day.
dated one guy. Who is him back in the day?
No,
ka
I've
dyan?
dated a few,
Oh.
but actually, it's more online. Men are so courageous pag hindi mo sila kilala.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah,
I've had a lot of anonymous DPs sent to me, and it's really violating. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to see this.
Unless it's Pedro.
Unless it's somebody that you find hot, obviously. Then that's a different story.
Biased.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's uso among the younger generation.
I think DPs, as they say, is quite uso. I remember we were at the beach recently and a 60-year-old Texan man sent Jess a DP, and the whole night she was like,
What?
I was with Jess. We were just laughing because this old guy was texting her on Instagram. And
Okay.
we were just like, let's just reply for fun. And then he ended up sending her a DP with his face there. And all of us just paused for a moment. We're like, we're traumatized. What did we get ourselves
Wait, you guys
into?
were just playing
Yeah,
around?
randomly replying with her account. Just for fun.
This guy on Insta, he is a kayaking athlete that he just got accepted in the Olympics. But
Okay.
he's also like a big OnlyFans star. So Kurtz Adams Rosenthal.
Kurtz Adams.
So Google him, or if you have OnlyFans, look for him. In order for him
Okay,
to
he's an athlete and an OnlyFans star. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
in order for him
Well-rounded.
to finance his Olympic dream,
Yeah.
because he's very honest. He said, I don't have any financial backing. Like, I come
Yeah.
from nowhere. Like, I had to work to get where I am. He started an OnlyFans, and OnlyFans made him millions. And because he had these millions, he was able to compete and train because it
Yeah.
costs a lot to join the Olympics, right?
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
you have
I
to
heard.
train and you have to spend on that, coaches and all these things. How are you gonna make money? Anyways, he makes money OnlyFans. Now they're asking him, are you going to give up your OnlyFans to join the Olympics? Because apparently
Oh
in the
my
Olympics you can't be on OnlyFans. I don't know if that's a fact, but I was just watching it. And the guy, it's like a cliffhanger. He doesn't really say anything because he was saying, look, OnlyFans is giving me tangible financial
What is he
stability.
doing on OnlyFans? Is it
It's
naked
just
pics?
posting photos of him like with his crotch low or
So
like
it's not even seeing his.
I think
parts.
I haven't actually been on
Can
OnlyFans.
you
I'm
look
gonna
at
check
that
on
guy?
it right
Can you
now.
research? I want to see.
Yeah, and sometimes you can find probably like photos seeing their bulge. I don't know, seeing their butt. I tried to do it, but then I didn't know how to navigate. I was just thinking, I'm married, I have a husband. Is it cheating if I join OnlyFans and I pay him, and I'm like,
Baka
a
you
fan?
Can ask, you can tell Adrian that you plan to do that.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. But I also didn't join.
Or tell him when he's sleeping.
No, I'll use his card pa to
Oh,
subscribe.
kapal mo
So I'll get
talaga.
my husband's credit card. I'll subscribe to the OnlyFans.
Adrian's hotter pa.
Aww. And then every time, because I think OnlyFans works, it's like you pay a certain amount and then you get like these certain
Parang you
pictures.
pretend you don't know much about OnlyFans, but you seem to know a lot.
No, but so this girl, she makes $4 million a month on
That's
OnlyFans.
amazing. I was reading something about like the OnlyFans CEO makes, for example, like $4 million. This other OnlyFans content creator makes like $40 million. So,
Exactly.
ooh, the amount you can earn by feeding people's like fetishes is insane. Be honest, but you tried to earn money by selling photos of your feet, but stopped when they asked for valid ID, right?
I hate you.
She's like, I don't want people to know.
So in the pandemic, and I was pregnant, and my feet weren't the best
Swollen
quality.
pa,
Swollen
kapal
pa.
mo.
No, but I just saw online that people have these foot fetishes. And then this girl, she was selling pics of her feet. As in like, she would make a foot banana split. Then she would get kunyari, strawberry chocolate and vanilla.
Yeah.
She would use her foot as the banana or whatever. Then put the ice cream with a cherry on top, chocolate sauce. She'd sell it for 400 US just for a photo of
There's a
that.
huge market for it.
I signed up on, it's called Fun with Feet. Okay, so I was like, okay. And I put pa the
secretly
alias.
there you are in bed with your husband, signing up Isabel Dasat.
Why not? So I was like, let's try, people, there's no shame in that. Although I didn't want to use my real name. And I put an alias. It's like, I don't know, let's say Maria Ventura or whatever. And then they're like, okay, now take a photo of your passport with a selfie so we can verify your name. I'm like,
This
no!
is where it ends.
But you know what? Now it's 2025. Maybe I should
might
just
just do it.
sell feet pics.
After I give birth, I'll be like not doing anything for a
Think
while.
about it, guys. Extra income for men with foot fetishes that will pay you in dollars pa.
It's not just photos. You can even ask for more. And this has been appearing in my feed too. You just like take a video of your feet and then you like put the ball pen in one foot and then write on the other. Any movement with your feet can actually turn them on. So if it's not
I
the
need to look
body,
in
body
more.
pics, let's go down to the
I-
foot.
If my body doesn't do it, maybe my foot will. I need to look into that more. I just had a pedicure today. There are a lot of celebrities whose nude pictures have leaked.
Celebrity and not celebrity.
Yes.
I think that's why we're traumatized. I remember being in high school and someone we knew had nude photos leaked and everyone was looking at it.
Let's see it. Pero ganda her body.
Yeah, that's true. I find
Okay,
that
okay.
to be so exciting. Not exciting. Oo naman. Sorry. Lumabas din.
I find that to be so exciting, ruining a person's
Well,
life.
no, it's more like, well, one, how did all of this happen? How did it come to this place? Like where everyone has access to your photos. And why did you send it in the first place? Like what were you thinking? Okay.
Celebrities that have leaked nudes: Vanessa Hudgens, Jennifer Lawrence. Honestly, when I saw Jennifer Lawrence's nudes, I was like,
Looks
should
good.
I do the same pose? It's on a couch. I even remember it. She's like on a couch, like posing, and I literally was trying to do it. It's like, oh my god, this
Does
is
it even
awful.
matter? Because she came out naked naman in a couple of her movies. So
Actually,
I
does it?
guess what makes it annoying is that who is it for? And
Yeah.
that's
But I like it. I feel like it adds like spiciness and flavor
To
to her.
someone,
Like
huh?
I love her more for that.
yeah, me too. I know what you mean.
She came out in a movie called with the one with the young kid.
yeah, that's the one where her boobs, she came out with
She
her
just
boobs.
came out, she was walking completely naked. Yeah, but anyways, I love Jennifer Lawrence more for that. And
Should I do it?
Honestly, Vanessa, not right now.
Oh my
Speaking-
God! The shame on the pregnant body.
No, actually, this is a good time for you to take a pregnancy maternity pic.
I know.
If you
Alan
see
was
all of
asking me
the
if he should shoot me, but I'm
maternity
not
pics,
feeling great.
it's all like women who are naked showing their bump. I did one. I was naked. George did
my
one.
bump isn't super cute, so.
Bea did one. What? Your bump is?
No.
Basta when it, pag ano na yan, may shadows na, it'll end up.
Yeah, Alan's been bugging
That
you.
can
I'm
be
like,
your nude photo
that's my nude pic.
to send to Luch.
I'll
Send to the
print it
family
here.
chat WhatsApp group.
My father-in-law's like, thank you.
Likes this. Did you know that the best nudes are about to be leaked?
No way. You have nudes? And they're leaked?
They're about to be. It's Maybelline's Super Stay New Teddy Tint collection. So there are more than 14 shades
So
of nude.
15.
So 15 siya. I was getting there. There are 15 shades of nude that they're releasing. I didn't even know you could have 15 shades of nude. I thought it was like one. But today I'm wearing this one. It's called the Current Mood. And then I mixed it with this kind of like mauve nude, which is the buffed out. It's so nice, no?
Get like a 101, a nudes 101. I know that they're launching exclusively on Shopee on June 27. You know what? I did a Shopee live for Maybelline's Teddy Tint before. And
You
then
did?
I did. Me and Nicole. It was so much fun. At first I was like, what am I gonna talk about for 3 hours? But it was so much fun. And then as I tested this, I came home and I couldn't take it out for like 2 days. So they really are long lasting. Like you leave it on, like look, leave it on for 10 minutes. After that, the whole day until later tonight, you have to use makeup remover to remove it. And that's why I love it so much. I usually use their knee-high one, but this one that I use now is called Endgame.
This is buffed out and current. I'm really loving these colors and I'm going to see if it lasts really, really long.
Wait.
What's nice about this is it's matte.
Yes,
I
but
love
also
a
you can use
matte
it on your cheek and your
lipstick.
eye. So I have one for like my lip, cheek, and eye.
For nude.
I haven't tried the nude. This is new.
Okay. This is a good base.
So it's a big range. It's like very peachy nude, and then they also have brownish nudes. I'm not big on brownish nudes, but this one actually looks really good on me. I tried this one earlier. This kitten heel. It's like a brownish nude that doesn't make me look like a smoker.
Yeah, like a smoker. No, I think the trick with nudes is you need to understand the color of your skin and the undertone that it's gonna look good on you. Like you said, pag sobrang brown on your skin tone, mukhang bad breath or
Yeah.
mukha kang smoker.
Yeah.
But for some people, it might,
Look good.
Look
Ito,
good on them.
Endgame's a good one for my skin tone.
end game.
Yeah.
Ako, I like the buffed out and that one. That's the one I
I
like.
think you'd look good with current mood. Yeah.
Yeah, I use current mood also.
Fun.
All right, so why don't we give our listeners a
Girl, we're ahead
discount
of you.
code?
We already got from Maybelline an exclusive discount code just for our listeners. It's Maybe Sexy T, meaning MAYBSEXYT. Spell that right, okay? It's MAYBSEXYT. And get 10% off from us for a minimum spend of 999 pesos from June 27 to July 3 on Shopee. Again, they're exclusively launching on Shopee. So you guys can use that code to avail of the new Teddy Tint.
On top of the code we have for you on June 27 to July 3, you can also get exclusive deals on the Maybelline official store in Shopee, like 100 pesos off Teddy Tint, which makes it only 299. Oh my God,
Super
it's so cheap.
affordable.
It is so cheap. Guys, buy this na for your gifts. You know, if you want people to like you when you come on production and set. I do this all the time. You think you're laughing about it, but like when you work with people, especially like if it's a new project or whatever, it's always so thoughtful to have like
Cute
something
gifts.
small that doesn't necessarily cost a lot, but it's a thoughtful
Bribe.
gift. Yeah, like a bribe. Yeah, and then, you see you're the producer and be like, hey, I thought you might like this. And then give them a Maybelline Teddy Tint and they'll remember you. And then ikaw kukunin for the next project. They'll be like, you know what, Kirsten? I like her. Let's get her.
But also, what's super convenient is that you can use it now for your cheek and you can use it for your lips and your eyes. So
I'm
they
feeling it
also
now.
offer bundles with Teddy Tint along with their other bestsellers, and this will be 30% off. Maybelline is the #1 makeup brand in the world, so getting even their other bestsellers along with the Teddy Tint is always worth your money.
For those of you watching thinking, I don't like nude lips, you need to give it a try because it's a different look.
I was like that. I didn't like nude
It's
on
a
me.
different look to what you're normally used to. And it's a look. You have to commit to it. It's not just you just put nude lips. You have to think of, okay, what's gonna go with this?
For my eyes,
Anong
ganun.
klaseng hair? Anong klaseng eyes? Syempre, hindi naman pwedeng putok all the time, diba? And you have to commit to it. Okay, wait. I think my favorite one, if you guys are listening and thinking,
That's
I'm
cute.
gonna try
bit
something
brownish.
new, I would say try this buffed out. It's a super nice base. And then you can just use a lip liner on it. Okay, moving on from Maybelline's Teddy Tint. Thanks, Maybelline.
I think you're also talking about having a certain type of trust in a relationship to be able to send those things, because nudes
Yes.
are quite normal. You can do it with a certain limit. Also, if there's consent.
Yes. I will say that I think nowadays for this generation, we should have social media education.
In what
Aside
sense?
from sex education, social media education.
that's true.
Why? Because, like we said, anything that we put online, it's going to live in the internet forever. Anything that we feel like we're just going to take, I don't know, somebody like, you're like on the toilet sitting down and you take a video and then it ends up online. That's going to be forever.
Yeah.
So I would love it if there was a curriculum that taught the younger generation now that, guys, social media is dangerous and can be harmful. I don't think sending nudes is necessarily the best thing to do when you're not in a relationship where you trust the person,
Yeah.
or obviously when you're underage.
Yeah.
Like, if you are underage, there is no way you should be sending
What's
photos
underage?
of your
like
body.
15?
What is the age of consent here? I think it's 15.
16.
16? No, it
Used
used
to
to be 13. No, I remember because the World Health Organization said the age of consent. I think it was Anne who said that it was 12, and they finally raised it to 16. Can we fact check that? 16, thank God. So 16. So maybe send nudes at
But
17.
I was most fun at 15.
Oh my God, you shouldn't be sending nudes to anyone at that age.
Okay. If your partner is asking you to send a nude,
It has to be, you consent to it.
you can consent to it. No, you can consent to it, but I'm like, ask yourself, do you trust this person enough? And if you say you do, I would recommend not adding your face, like you said, or
Make it a photo that is
Artsy.
artsy. Syempre, they can't
Top view
pinpoint it
lang.
to you. But if you have like a huge birthmark in
Or
between
that.
your boob or something, ayan na
Tama,
yun.
wag na.
Before nudes were in, one of our cousins has a photo where she's naked but she's covering her face.
which one?
I don't know if you saw it, but it's really funny because, oh nga naman, if someone's gonna take a photo of you, face mo na lang takpan, diba?
Yeah,
Because
tama,
then,
tama.
ano,
They don't know.
it's a printed out photo pa.
I want to ask our listeners though, like, do you guys send nudes, and what's your take on sending nudes?
You know what? Let's
And can you send me one?
So guys, don't forget to go on Shopee and
On June 27th to July 2 and get your 10%.
July 3. 10% off. All you have to do is type in the discount code
Maybe MAYB sexy T.
Maybe sexy tea.
There's no E in the maybe, ha. It's just MAYB SEXYT.
All right, maybe sexy tea on Shopee and buy 3. And if you don't like it, then give it to me because I really like them. Or give them away,